Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Music Lounge. It is your host, yet again, Zeph, with another episode. And on today's episode, we have the talented.
Wow.
Welcome to the Music Lounge.
Thank you, Zeph. How are you?
I am doing okay. It's been a long time trying to get you here.
No, don't do that.
But we're not going to talk about that. That. So
it's a good thing I'm here now.
It's a good thing you're here now. So that's good.
Yes.
So we're going to give people a dive into who you are. Who is King Kabusa? Who are you? What do you do? Because the people want to know. I want to know. Obviously, I know already, but
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, you've said my name already. Yes. People know me as Pepsi, by the way. I'm a marketer by profession and a creative by passion. And what else? Well, I sing soprano. Okay. Ideally, I sing alto. But people want me to sing soprano most of the time. I sing soprano with Achun and Revealed, although it's now like not really as much as I do with Achun because of distances and all that. Okay. And then, what else do you want to know?
Where did Pepsi come from?
Okay, Pepsi came from Revealed. Pepsi came from Revealed. So we used to have this like inside joke type of thing, language. And so like your name is Zeph, right? What's your full name?
Zephinath.
Zephinath. Okay, so I would call you Zephania. Yeah. So your name is Zeph, right? Or someone else's name is wow. What? Someone's name is
but I feel very triggered when people call me Zeph.
No, why?
Very triggered.
Why? So the idea is to just like, okay, like have maybe 3 or 4 first letters to your word, to your word or to your name, and then the rest is something else. So my name being Petwine, people thought Pepsi would be nice. So I've tried to like say, no guys, let's not use that name. I mean, but then the more you tell people not to use that name, the more they want to use the name. So
makes
that's
sense.
it.
So in regards to you, alto moving into soprano, what's up with that? Why do people really want you to sing?
I don't know. Soprano? I guess it's in maybe people see something that I don't. You know how you always think like alto for me is like a comfort zone. So soprano used to be something that I'll just do maybe when I'm doing like a lead or solo. And then it's actually funny how I joined Revealed. Right. I'm going to talk about it now. Okay. They were looking for a soprano, right? So I had done a song with this lady who sings in Revealed sometime. We did baking for Stand when they came to Bulaya to do their album launch, Waka Noah. So I was doing alto. Right. And then at the time when Revealed was looking for a soprano, she tells me, no, you should come for auditions. I'm like, why would I be coming for auditions? You guys are auditioning for a soprano and I'm not a soprano. And then she's like, no, just come. So I went, and one of the songs that they were auditioning, they were using for auditions was like a lead. She had a lead, whatever. So I was like to them, okay, guys, maybe I could try this one. So then they're like, we like how your voice sounds. It's not soprano, it's not alto, it's like somewhere there. Yeah, that's how I joined Revealed. So I wasn't soprano, so they promised me I'd go to alto once they find a soprano. Did they find a soprano?
Never happened.
No, never happened.
Soprano now.
No, not like that. Not like that, but yeah, like they never really like then wanted me to change back to alto.
Okay.
So that's how I started. And then when Achun started again, it was more of the people that I sang with who Revealed. So they're like, you used to sing soprano, so you move into soprano. But right now, you can ask anyone. They'll tell you, whenever there's a chance for me not to sing soprano,
you jump on it.
I jump on it.
At first.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So how did you begin your music journey? When was the time you realized that, okay, I'm pretty good at singing?
The words that you're using, pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, because you always reach a point where you're just like, okay. Because I think the first time I realized that I could sing was...
Can you sing?
Kind of. That was grade 7.
Okay.
I remember.
Which part do you sing? Well, now I'm interviewing you. Which part do you sing?
I sing tenor.
Really?
No, baritone actually.
Okay.
I'm a very strong baritone.
Really?
So but those days I was still singing first tenor.
Okay.
But my voice then,
Yeah.
is puberty.
Oh wow.
All that stuff.
Yes.
So it was I sang this one song in church. You still remember those days?
I still find this very funny, Zeph.
What?
You do sing. I've never heard you singing.
I sing.
Okay, that's fine.
All the time.
Okay, we'll create a platform for you.
Yeah.
I'll call you come music lounge sometime.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah.
Next week it will be me and the interviewer.
Yes. Interviewing you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Precisely. So it was that song, We Are Soldiers in the Army. We got that song. And they gave me a solo. Then I did the solo. And the church was like, the ladies were screaming, chee, chee. And I was like,
like, this is the one.
That's the moment. So when was that moment for you?
Whew. Okay. It's actually very funny.
Yeah.
So this goes back to maybe when I was 4 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty
so we used to do this kids and singing in church, it's nice, you sing Makawanda, blah blah blah. And then at that time we're going for camp meeting at Solusi. So they used to have this program where kids would come sing before the preacher comes on to preach, right? Like Maneru, 6 people are seated, then kids come to sing.
Yeah.
So I did a song. It's I've got peace like a river in my soul.
Yeah.
That's the song I did. I was 4 years thereabout, 3-4 years thereabout. And the preacher man gave me a kindergarten pamphlet.
Okay.
Right? Like, he was impressed. He gave me that. So I'm the only person who got that book. Like, let's make it clear. And then I was like, so it's in that moment that I realized, okay, maybe not exactly as I would have done Dakura, but that's really when this whole thing started for me. And the mom would always say, parents, and I kept that book until recently when my nieces were born. And nieces being nieces, they took advantage of the fact that I liked them, took my book, and but for me, I think that's when I actually realized, okay, I was young, but I would sing every other time in church. Growing up, every other time you're singing, you're doing ABCD. And then maybe it was nurtured more when I started singing with these groups. Yeah, when you're a kid, you can actually sing soprano, or you actually sing alto. So that whole time I was just like saying it, just freelancing, you're just doing, but I wouldn't really know which part I'm singing until now, where I still think I can't sing soprano, although I'm singing soprano, but I think I can actually sing alto.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So with the tune, I understand you had like a concert quite recently.
Yes.
Yeah, and you have a single.
It's very. Yeah, it's fine. We understand. Thank you, my brother. Yeah.
Okay. But you guys are doing really good work currently. I'm very inspired by what you're getting up to. So what's your creative process, like, performing? I know in concerts they like nerves and all that stuff. How do you get prepared before you go on stage?
You're never prepared. Wow, you're never prepared. Do you know what? I'm even shaking right now. But you're never prepared. I think my mom, I'll keep just referencing my mom. She's taught me so my mom usually does this. She preaches, she teaches. So she is a teacher by profession, but in the church, she's the, those ladies that are always teaching, preaching, yada yada. So she's always taught me, even if you're choristering, even if you're like praying, even if whatever that you're doing, first you just pray, just a short prayer, God, please help me as I'm about to do this. That's exactly what I do every other time, because unlike what everyone else thinks, people think I'm confident. I'm not. Trust me, I'll be shaking in my boots. You have no, it is actually that bad, but it kind of gives me that comfort to say, so those prayers where you're like, God, if you let me fail, so like this is a TD2 in this thing, you know. So I think so far it has been working well for me. And obviously you have to prepare before you present something. So that, I mean, it also, do you know what I'm not prepare? So I think, okay, it's the congregation. We can actually tell if you haven't prepared for something. So you also have to put in the work, prepare, and then God also comes in to like seal the moment. Look, to greet a change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. So how do you prepare as a group? Or like a big concert like you've just had recently? How did you prepare for that concert?
So I think we had practice every other day. Yeah. Okay. Because we're a very small group. No, don't give me those eyes. Because we're a very small group, right? We practice like three times a week. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Okay.
Like after 6, like 6 to 8:30. That's our practice time. Then when we have a program like this one that we just had, every other day was practice day.
Okay.
And then also because we also are, okay, they didn't send me and but we are planning on, we are actually recording songs like for an album. So we have quite a lot going on, and because we're just these little babies in the music industry, particularly in Harare, we're trying by all means to give people like a nice experience at the end of the day. So I think we're putting in the work quite well. 3 practice sessions. Sometimes if we don't have a Sabbath program, our Sabbath afternoons are for practice, and then our Sundays are for recording. So because we had this program, and we've never really like had a concert performance as big as this one, we had to practice every other day. Yeah.
So in overall, how was that experience in Shino? Tomio, you know.
Yeah.
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 How did you feel after?
I thought it was good that we had that concert. First of all, thank you to the organizers. It was really good, and we learned a lot. Like I said, we're babies, so we learned a lot going forward. We shouldn't do this going forward. This is our crowd going forward. This is, you know, because maybe, just maybe, our music might not necessarily appeal, like be understood by everyone. I don't know if this is going to be quoted wrongly, but there's a lot of listening that has to go into our music, because we have a lot of yada yada. Our songs are like an 8-part. It's an 8-part song. If maybe you're just used to soprano, alto, tenor, bass, you might not understand what Obey is doing, because Obey would just come and I really don't check a song, but it's essential for the song. There's a lady as well, Cinderella. I'm sure you're gonna like. Everyone has something that they're doing which comes together. So you actually have to like sit down and listen and understand. Yeah. So sometimes concerts like that taught us, okay, this is how we should approach a certain crowd. This is how we should. These are the songs we should sing for a crowd like this. A, B, C, D, I, D. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, it does. But it's really interesting, the whole 8 parts thing.
Yeah.
Like managing all those parts. It seems stressful.
It does, because I mean, you're just used to the usual.
Yeah.
Soprano, alto, tenor, bass, like I said.
Okay.
But 8-part sounds. Yeah, but kudos to whoever is writing our songs and arranging, and our director as well. They're doing the work.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah, 8 parts. It's a lot. Yeah. It's a lot. So in terms of your journey with music and with God, how has, you know, the music industry and you performing also brought you closer to God?
The way you say performing, okay.
I mean, you're a performer.
No,
you're a performer.
Okay.
Technically.
First of all, I think I've said this to a couple of people that music is actually a way of worship. right? And for me, I think music has kept me in the church maybe longer than I would have been in the church if I wasn't into singing. This is why. So because you have practice sessions, you have programs, you have like which are going to be busy, like you have So besides the fact that we go to church and we're just singing, we're in the congregation, yada yada, it has a personal effect around like me and God. I can sit down. I remember last year, some parts of last year, I actually couldn't pray. Yeah, I couldn't pray. I was very angry at God for some reason, like story for another day. I was very angry at God, and music just kept me going. The fact that, I have to go for practice. I have to go for a program. I have to show up, It kept me, and it's after some time that I realized, okay, yes, I am singing, worshiping, yes, but I also need to find a way of talking to God again. So music kind of healed some of the things, and maybe most actually of the things and our areas. Like this was an issue between me and God, and I feel had it not been for music, honestly, like seriously, like off camera, it would have been bad. Yeah, so music for me has kept me close to God, and yeah,
I'm thankful that you got into music and everything, because but no, that's really nice. Today you're singing hymn
128.
Why hymn 128?
Okay, so like I said, that thing I had with God. So this year I told myself I want to be very intentional about anything and everything that I do. It has to show in my work. It has to show in anything. I told myself, okay, since I couldn't really pray, I'm going to start journaling. And I wanted to do it like at a certain time every other day in the morning. So now I started running as well. And and yeah, so that's running, and just a little time of prayer and reading the Bible and journaling as well. So 128, it says like blessed hour of prayer. I wanted to use, okay, so we normally use nguvaye kunamata, number 8 and 9. Like everyone knows that one. We're using a hymn 89. So I thought 128 is a hymn that speaks about praying, but we don't really use it. So I wanted to use that one for my personal praying time, and maybe someone else could also like love the rendition and will want to use it. So I thought maybe let me just have this song done and like use it as like a, I don't know, groundbreaking moment where I say, okay, this is where my prayer and journaling moment starts. I'm gonna use this song as in every other day. Is it an alarm or it's a tone before I do my session? Yeah, basically that's why. So I'm trying to say, as much as I said I was angry with God, which we're making peace, we're like, we're fixing things, and this is the song I want to present to him before we, All
right, thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we're going to break into Petwine's performance. She'll be singing hymn 128. I hope you enjoy it, as will I. So we'll see each other right after this performance. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that performance, as did I. Thank you so much, Petwine, for coming onto the Music Lounge. Thank you for the work that you're doing with the tune. Events by Pets. If
you don't know what that is,
if you don't know what that is, you should search it up. Instagram Events by Pets.
Yes.
Yes. So I thank you so much for the work that you're doing, and continue, spreading God's love and God's word with your ministry. It's truly inspiring to us.
Thank you.
And don't forget my applications.
Okay.
Still waiting on your response.
Okay, no, that's
but it's okay.
That's okay.
So thank you guys so much for tuning into today's episode of The Music Lounge. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video, and we'll see each other again next week, same time on Friday, 7 p.m. on The Music Lounge. Thank you. It's Zeph. Be kind to yourself and be kind to one another. Goodbye.
Kuchisha